Hello everyone. Hopefully you guys are doing well. How are you guys? Alright, it's time for us to go through every single character and then do all the stuff, because everything is going tomorrow, so I should probably do all of my my things now. You're addicted to Idle Maple now. I told you just needed to get through like the first like half an hour to an hour, and then it becomes an idle game. But it's kind of fun. In the sense like you can... I've reached a point where I will do things for like half an hour at most, just like click around, do some upgrades, and then just leave it for a day. It's like a perfect idle game for me, because I don't plan on spending any money. It's not bad. It is not bad. But yeah, it's very very good at trying to bait you into spending money, because you know, it's like, oh, give it $2 and then you can jump to the next one. What level am I? I think I'm like level 40 something, like 48, 49. Something like that. Alright. Yo, this guy hit me with the noob. That's crazy. Okay. And then after this, I need to remember to move my Demon Slayer Vac Pet across over to the other character. Okay. Let's just do some weeklies. Let's do some weeklies. It's been a while since I've played my Blaze Wizard. It's almost a week. Have I forgotten how to play the class? A little bit. Nope. Hoping for some ring boxes this week on this character. That'd be nice. Oh, what? I cannot status resist that. That's good to know. What are you guys up to today? What's the plan for you guys? Ren is soon. It is soon. Oh. Well, guess I'm playing on 4. All good. All according to plan. You're on a 5-watch streak. This guy's flexing. Isn't this like V-Healer run a little bit fast, actually? Maybe Black Mage is doable. I haven't done my second Monster Park Extreme run for the week yet. Maybe I can run it on this character. Is Monster Park Extreme account-wide, or is it worldwide? Like, can I do 2 Monster Park Extremes here, and then 2 Monster Park Extremes in Challenger World in theory? Like, I don't think I'll have a second character I can run MPE on, but... World. Ooh. That's cool. Maybe I'll put the EXP on this character and my marksman. Because it is pretty close to 275. I might as well get it to 275. Passively. Yo, she's not doing anything. Only High Mountain. That one I remembered. I knew High Mountain was like once per account. You get strong? Oh, I got stunned. I was wondering why you couldn't move. Say world, but you could be wrong. The other guys have been saying it's on world as well, so I think you might be right. I think you might be right. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm pretty happy that it would be per world. Just a few more MPE runs to do. Just free EXP, all that good stuff. Can't go wrong with a little bit more EXP that I might forget to run. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, Mulchy. Is it Mulchy? I wasn't sure if it said Munchy. Because my in-game chat is actually covering my preview. What class are we doing? I think a lot of us are going to do Ren, unsurprisingly. Fancy new class in Maple Story sort of thing. Capital I, that's crazy. Did they confirm it's going to be per world? There's nothing confirmed. We just know that they're changing it to a weekly instead of a daily. That's all that we know. Yo, capital I is crazy. Honestly, getting HII is probably a harder IGN to get than the one that I have. Ooh, Black Flame. Is this Jenny Whip? What the hell? What happened to my shoes? Wait, where are my shoes? Ah, right, I see what happened. I understand. Must have blown them up on the event and then put it on preset 1. But yeah, we don't know what's the plan with whether or not it's per world or per account. The only thing we have to go off of is that we know at least in Maple Seed it's per ID. Hopefully it is not going to be per ID. I would really like to have more dailies per account. It's pretty good. So hopefully we're bringing it across. You know when we get the Wild Hunter remaster? It's probably in like 6 months. Usually the updates between GMS and KMS is like 6 months in between. Unless they decide to like fast track it, it's probably 6 months. Oh, that was scary. If they keep the maintenance schedule right, we have 3 hours before reset. Whoa, 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 that blackout actually almost got me. Blackout right before the FMA. Scary, scary. Nice try, Nate. Yeah, we'll see how long the maintenance is gonna be. I think for the sake of your own sanity, it's probably best to assume that there'll be no day 0. Like if we happen to get into the server beforehand, then great. But I wouldn't bank on being able to do too much before the servers open. Guide video when? Honestly, I was planning on making a guide video on like how to prep and stuff, but Kobe already did it, and his video is very concise. There's really no point for me to make a second one. Oh, for Blaze Wizard. I mean, I could make one. I don't think that I'm the best person to make a Blaze Wizard video. I don't really know what I'm doing. Your points. So many of you guys are just camping in YouTube. I mean, on Twitch chat. Oh, I forgot to swap over onto Phoenix mode. I'm sad. I mean, Lion mode. What's my favorite class to play? I think out of all the characters that I boss on, I think still my favorite is probably still the Battle Mage. Yeah, I'd say Battle Mage. Something very satisfying about that class. Yo, this character is really strong now. What's going on? Why is it so... Oh, I finished my arcanes on this character. I forgot about that. Yo, this is the first time I'm bossing on this character with full 21 arcanes. I was wondering why the runs were so quick in comparison. I'm so dumb. Yeah, no. Not surprised. I really was like, why is it actually so much faster? Did I do something different? Nope. I just forgot that I did my arcanes on this character. Hello, Tilda. What does the cat say? I don't want to know. Yeah, it's quite a lot faster. I do not remember what my combat power was prior to the event. I probably have it written down somewhere. I can have a look later. Oh, I got hit by that jump. That's not good. Saw 100 bill line. You mean for Battle Mage? Or just in general? Wait, I'm mixing up. Who's saying what? Yeah, the origin for Battle Mage is massive though. It does so much damage. The origin by itself, like, is almost worth making the Battle Mage just for that. Alright. Let's see. I think this character's actually full 21 now. Right? I know one of the... Yeah, the other Blaze Wizard is the one that is missing a shoulder, I think? But this one's full 21. So I'm just missing a weapon jump 4 now on this character. Weapon jump 4. Yeah, I think for Cannon Master, one of the strongest attacks is the Rolling Rainbow, or whatever it's called. I forget exactly which one it was, but that one does pretty big lines. That when I first hit 200 bill lines and 100 bill lines, it was also Rolling Rainbow. So I wouldn't be surprised if you saw him. That with like the double, if you use both the charges, it does quite a lot of damage. It's really big lines. Yeah, Rainbow does a lot of damage. And it goes on forever too. Honestly, that is the burst skill. It's not Cannons of Mass Destruction, it's Rolling Rainbow for sure. That thing is crazy strong. Yeah, double stack Rolling Rainbow is it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Oh! I wonder, can I double open now on this this Blaze Wizard? The last time I tried to double open with Origin, couldn't get there. You haven't seen Cannons of Mass Destruction until you've seen yours? Alright, mate. Pretty close. Pretty close. Oh, I can. Okay. Wow. I managed to double open. That was worth it. Sort of. Nice. Barely, though. Barely. I needed the second, what do you call it? Blazing Extinction to hit the double open, though.
Rotate activated for 3 seconds.
Oh no.
Blackout activated for 3 seconds. Blackout activated.
Oh no.
3
Am I dead?
seconds.
Oh, okay. Oh good. Did not die. Whoa! So lucky. You know, I'll be lucky if I get an ET on this run. Then it'd be lucky. Still winnable. Still possible. Every time the JH blackouts this particular boss, it increases my ET chances by 2 whole percentages. Oh! I pressed the wrong button.
Rotate activated for
I accidentally
3
did my
seconds.
burst. Well, that's okay, because like I didn't want to actually use my burst on that one.
Rotate activated.
It's hella strong. It's quite strong because it's full 21 arcanes now. Because I think originally I was like average 18, maybe like 18, 19 star. Now they're all 21. Pretty significant increase. I just need to like fix the pots and then I'm good to go. Getting your ET after the update, I see. Oh! Oh! My flame shield ran out the moment that orb hit. I didn't bother dodging it because I thought my flame shield was going to persist. Not only did I actually survived after the orb, and then I just dashed into the laser. Genius play, honestly. All things showcased in MapleCon going to be included this patch. I think most of them will be. I don't know, or I don't remember exactly what they showcased though, so yeah. At the very least, everything that they showed on that mini site, the microsite, should be in it, unless it like explicitly said it was going to be in like a different patch. Yeah, some of the stuff is later though, like you said, Loy. It's I think the ascent skills, adversary should be in part 2. No universal cash shop. We'll still have to wait for that. Because Maple Sea got it, KMS got it. We'll just have to wait and see. We'll find out tomorrow. I'm still a little surprised they didn't like announce it. If we do end up getting it in our patch notes, I am a little surprised that they didn't announce it. Because it was like one of the biggest things that people were looking forward to. And yeah. We'll see. I'm hopeful. Let's see, what else do I need? Lotus and Damien. Do I have Origin up? I do. Let's do Damien first then. Familiar expedition thing. Is that the one where you send off your familiars to do stuff? It's like it collects you drops or something? I remember seeing people talk about it, but I don't actually know what it's about. Oh, what? My Jenny didn't go off. Monster collection with fams? Did they say what you could get from it? Or is it just like you send your fams off to go do something and then it'll come back with stuff? Pitch boss? Really? Potential pitch boss. Oh, okay, well, let's... Okay. I was more wondering if they had like a core drop that they would get. Saying that it's... Do you know how gacha systems work? You know, you could get a fire starter ring. You could get a frenzy totem. I doubt that these rates are going to be that high. I guess we'll have to wait and see. If you could consistently get pitches from it, that would be crazy. I highly doubt that though. At least there's a chance. You know, it just... There will be somebody who randomly gets that pitch boss. And it's gonna be a random 250 guy that has just like a 15% ID fam that brought him home like a Zerk. I can already see the Reddit post. It's gonna happen. These things always happen. God, I hope it's me. Day 1 Jenny badge. Uh-oh. That's pretty goofy, but I'm kind of down for it. Is the ISP functioning today? Hopefully. I haven't had any issues yet, but we'll see. It's only been half an hour. Hopefully no 26-hour main. Yup, hopefully. JH is probably the biggest coper that there will be no extension. Congrats, Rune Force Shield. How about 2 Abso boxes? How's that sound? You got someone a TC on your Demon Slayer today. Oh, yesterday. Oh, nice. Like Demon Crytek. Do you get Zerk on the DS? Surely, right? Surely you have Zerk Pro. I got a Blackheart yesterday. From X-Lot. So that's kind of cool. Ah, okay. So you guys are just blinking. Okay. Oh, okay, because I just assume, like, oftentimes I assume the guys who are doing X Lotus will, like, have Zerk, but I guess now, given, like, the state of, like, how strong certain characters are, it might not necessarily be the case. It does feel like Zerk definitely is one of the more common items, which makes sense, just because you do hard Lotus earlier than a lot of the other bosses. It's 2 of your mules? Ah, okay, yeah, that's fair. If it's 2 of your mules, then both of you guys don't have it, and you just blink for it. It's like, whatever. No diff. No diff. Oh. Well, that's not a good spot to be standing. Alright. This character actually needs a Zerk. Maybe if a Zerk drops, I'd be pretty happy. Okay, I got 10 minutes left. Can I clear Lucid in 10 minutes? Nope, that's not the Zerk. I got another white item. It's this bunny chair. Let's go Lucid. Come on, ring box, please, please, please. I gotta wait a little bit for my cooldowns. Surely I can clear Lucid in 10 minutes, right? If I can clear C10 in 5. What do you guys think? Should I try a solo Black Mage on this character this month? I'm kind of scared. I'm not that confident in my Blaze Wizard gameplay. More money, that is true, but Am I mentally prepared for it? That's the other question. Much combat power? You can probably do it as early as 100, depending on like how your hexa and stuff is. For me, I'm kind of griefed on levels a little bit, and my hexa's a bit scuffed. But I've compensated with my combat power on this character, because I'm like 160 with event buffs. I'll probably run it afterwards, mostly because we don't know what the pitch pity is going to be. On the off chance that we get badge pitch pity, I might as well run it after patch. In terms of damage, I'm not too fussed because I think the event buffs aren't that major for me. I mean, the 30% boss damage you can probably get back like reasonably quick. I lose a little bit of ID, which kind of sucks, but it's whatever. Current Absol Arcanes can be tradable or nah? We don't know yet. I'm hoping that they are, but I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't. I hope they are though, because I got a few here and there. Yeah. All we can do is speculate. We'll find out within the next 24 hours, hopefully. I'm really hoping that they release the patch notes soon. What happened to my mesos? Honestly, my mesos are on a rise. They're on a rise, dude. I have like 10 times the amount of meso I started off at the beginning of the week. Hell yeah. You gonna do something or? Oh! My gears ended the moment that the bomb popped. It's okay, I'm not that excited for Belt. If Belt drops, I wouldn't feel inclined to tap it. At least not on this character. Maybe if it was on my Corsair, I would have tapped the Belt. Been slacking on your bosses, your Seer's gonna lose 5 mil combat power. Because of that stats? Oh, all the stats? Yeah. So ideally you would like try to finish the bosses now. Ideally. That's alright. As long as you replace the Challenger gear, I think it's fine. I mean, the Challenger gear is pretty strong. So, I wouldn't feel too upset if, like, you couldn't fully replace it. But, like, if you got a decent amount of it replaced, that's honestly good enough. I was gonna say, hopefully it doesn't shoot straight up. Kinda did. With tradable arcanes coming up, hopefully you'll be able to get a weapon without having too much trouble with it. Hopefully. But we know how these things are, right? It's like when you want certain items, The game just does not give it to you. There are going to be up in class changes to your alts that I don't like. Not that I can think of. I think the most recent one is probably the Blaze Wizard. I don't really love what they did with Phoenix Drive, because it's like a little bit awkward to swap between the mobbing and bossing mode, but other than that, I think all the classes generally got a little bit easier to play. Ooh. Got an armor box and a ring box. What do we got here? No. Critical defense. What the hell's that? What combat power do you start soloing C10 on your mules? I think at earliest around 60 mil. You can definitely do it earlier than that, but honestly, if you do it earlier than that, you're in for like a long run. Really up to you if you're like patient enough to do like a longer than 25-minute run, because you know, the nature of these sorts of things, if you do a longer run, you have a higher chance of dying out. And dying out means you get, you know, having to do it all over again. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, I'd say like anywhere between like 60 and 80 mil, that's when your runs start being a little bit more comfortable. And I'm assuming because you're asking in regards to your mule, you're probably comfortable with the boss. So you can probably get away with doing a 20 to 25 minute run. I think when you're starting to go into the longer ends of the run, it starts getting a lot more annoying. But I personally like don't mind doing 20-minute runs. It's when it gets like beyond 25 where I start getting a little sick of it. But yeah, you can definitely run earlier, like I said, but really depends on how long you're willing to be in the boss. How am I doing? I'm doing well, thank you. Just running the last of my Blaze Wizard stuff. Five vesting V, that sounds ass. It's true. Oh. Oh, I didn't make it on top of it. Nice thing about this class is the slime is pretty chill. Just attack him where he can't attack you. Sometimes these lasers are a bit annoying, but that's alright. Start soloing on 55. Yeah, it's the thing about it. The lower you solo, the more annoying the run's gonna be. Because even if you're comfortable with the boss, it's still a long run. It's very tedious, and then you know things will happen. Sometimes you die out. You gotta redo the whole thing. It's a pain in the ass. But the biggest benefit though is that you get your your character gets priority on the drops, which is like really nice. Especially if you want things like Daybreaks and Twilight Marks. Those things are like... You definitely prefer to get priority on those drops. Of course, Pitch Boss is really nice. And then the biggest benefit, the sheer amount of points for your liberation. The amount of points you get for your liberation is pretty relevant. What is it, like 400 and something points a week? It's a lot. Anything within 1 Wild Heart to pot. Valid. That's why I'm saying like 20 minutes is usually as far as I'd push it, because it's like within 1 Wild Hunter plus a little bit. It's not the worst feeling. It's not the greatest though. Can I clear within the next burst? Do I need to cover the doors? %30%. I don't actually know how much damage my burst does. Might have to cover. I'm almost strong enough to one cycle this boss. I think I'll try anyway. 18%. Do I even have enough time? Maybe. Oh, nice. You can one cycle. You just got a double sup drop? Hey, congrats. That's massive. Double sup. I've only ever hit that once in my life, and it was on my Demon Avenger of all characters too. That was insane. It had like a 100% drop rate or something. That's the good stuff. It's very tedious, yeah. That's very fair. That's why a lot of people prefer to overgear their characters. Because like when you're playing a mule, you're not really there for like... Okay, there's two groups of like people. One that play the class because they enjoy it, which is probably the best way to approach playing a character. Play it because you enjoy it. And then the other part is like you make strong characters so that you can clear your bosses as fast as possible. Because you enjoy all the like other characters roughly the same, whether or not it's like rated highly or lowly, it doesn't matter. You're there to get the money, and I think that's fair. Nothing wrong with picking a strong class just so you can quickly do your bosses on it. If anything, that's just like efficient, right? As long as you don't hate the class, I think it's alright. It's only a problem if you like pick strong classes and you end up hating it, then you don't run it. That's where the problem is. Always try to encourage people to play classes they like over the strong ones. If they happen to like the strong ones, then it's perfect, but... yeah. see. Let's go Will. Hitting double sub day 1. Why not day 0, JH? I believe in you. Simple and intuitive. Yeah, I think a lot of the explorers are like that. I think a lot of the explorer classes are like very straightforward to play, which is a good thing. Simple execution for a boss mule is always really nice. You think the maintenance is ending on time? Possibly. Probably not, but it's possible. Can you explain why they swap? It's because for the bossing move, Phoenix Drive, this one here, it does more damage in the mobbing mode for some reason. That's just Nexon, like, having like some kind of spaghetti code inside the game. I don't know why, nobody knows why, like, why those numbers add up the way they do, but it's like that. So unfortunately, if you want to really max out the damage on your Phoenix Drive, you gotta swap to the mobbing version. It just does more damage. Yeah. It's nothing more than that, it just does more damage. And then after you are done with your Phoenix Drive, then you swap back to your bossing mode. You're ready to dupe your 5 bill. That's more on Fox. So the way that it works is like, it shoots... I forget what the numbers are exactly, but I'm pretty sure it shoots more in the mobbing version, but it does like less damage overall, like per hit. But because it hits so many more lines, I think that's why it's better. It's pretty significant amount better too, which is kind of sad. So it's like kind of inconvenient to play. You can do your own testing and find out. I'm sure you'll come to the same conclusion that the mobbing mode is just better. And besides, I am not like the best person to ask for these things because I don't really pay attention. I just follow the Discord, and I will trust the guys who actually main the classes, like the guys who write the stuff in the Discord. They're the ones that like really care about the class and care enough to optimize it. I'm not gonna try to convince you otherwise. If somebody who's been playing Blaze Wizard for like 5 years tells me that it's better to do it one way than another, I will probably follow what he says and not draw my own conclusions. Here's on the way out in, yeah. So it does more lines, but they're smaller. But it's way more lines. Because before the Phoenix Drive in the bossing mode used to hit harder. Harder and faster. Now it's sad. Phoenix Drive is a sad skill now. Shouldn't have a mobbing mode. Yeah, the current design of Blaze Wizard is a little jank. How excited am I for a Blaze Wizard rework? I mean, Hurricane classes are always kind of good. This class already doesn't have attack speed +1 bonuses, so changing the attacking skill to Hurricane only seems like a positive if you ask me. Being able to move while doing this sounds pretty good. Whoa. Oh. That was close. Almost died to the web there. Come on, ring box, weapon jump 4, please. Give me that weapon jump 4. Or weapon jump 3 even. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Give my burst a little bit more time to come back up. Okay, now I can watch the cutscene. Ooh, almost got knocked out there. Yakana's male. Wow, could almost one burst this boss. Very cool. Wow, it's like 1 minute for P3 now with Origin. As long as I catch poison. Webs on both sides. If you don't have an iframe, just blink and hope for the best. Actually, can you even blink in P2? I know in P1 you can't blink. Let's see. 406. Box. No. No ring boxes. But the thing is though, even if the webs are up, when test happens, the webs go down though. So, as long as you're like, you're able to navigate backwards, you should be alright. Hello, Kaiser God. I was gonna pretend I didn't read that. Sometimes there's a delay, I suppose. I mean, to be honest though, like the correct answer to this situation is that you shouldn't have been hit into the webs in the first place. Let's be real. If we're talking about like ways to stop that from happening, should probably not get hit in the first place. It's the classic killer in Will pubs is the knockback. Back when the webs used to stay during the test, man, the amount of times that P2 tests failed because somebody got like smacked backwards into a web or walked into a web during tests was just too many times, man. It's too many times. El Clasico. At least now, if you fail the test is a lot shorter, and Will doesn't have a 2-minute wait anymore. Man, when you used to fail that boss, like fail test, you had to wait around in P2 for another 2 minutes, and then you're just asking for people to die out at that point. Oh, I was gonna say, did I not have any crystals? No, I sold some of them. My heart sank for a second, being like, what happened to my crystals? No, I've already sold some of them. Do I need to do one more? Because I see Pierre's there. Okay, I do need to do one more. Not sure why I'm doing Pierre instead of Queen, but I must have done that for a reason. Was your hard will solid, so you're definitely gonna get better? Yeah. I think in P2, once you learn how to like avoid getting knocked back, it smooths out P2 quite a lot. That knockback is definitely one that you want to try to avoid. Okay. Now I need to do Golix. It's like 4 more days, and then I'll be able to try for my source. In 4 days, I'll spend all my money on this character to try to get a 21-star source. Thoughts? Maybe I'll leave it at 20. I don't know. Very tempting to leave it at 20. Almost left the room without breaking the heart. How many of you guys have done that in the past, where you just like autopiloted and just like left the room? Oh my god, I can't pick this up. Let's see, sell this. Now we gotta do the other Blaze Wizards weeklies. You could preemptively clear by interacting off cooldown. Yeah, you can do it like earlier. Yeah, you definitely press it and then jump into the web, not the other way around. You do it the other way around, the game might not like that you jumped into the webs and just skill lock you whilst you're cleansing, which is pretty annoying. Still wait. You could. It's definitely an idea. Let's see how, like, I wonder how often they'll do, like, the 30% boom, like, event. It would feel pretty bad to blow up items, but at the same time, I'm really impatient. To be honest. What a surprise. The guy that off events all the time is impatient. Who would have thought? It's patched today or tomorrow. So the maintenance will start in like 30 hours or something. Roughly 30 hours. And then once that maintenance is done, then we'll have the new patch. So patch notes will probably come around in the next 24 hours or so, hopefully. Every month? Every month. I mean, that's about what we expect for like 5, 10, 15s. Or at least that's what I hope for. In terms of 5, 10, 15. Once a month. They usually juggle between 5, 10, 15 and 30%. Okay, let's go V-Healer again. Round 2 Blaze Wizard, let's go. This one is not as strong. 35 mil compared to 60 something. Character is actually reasonably strong too, so I think the main issue is I don't have this done. It's also lower level. Actually, the level is probably the bigger issue. Expecting Black Friday Cube Sale. Yeah, probably be at the end of this month. Maybe I should have done the weaker Blaze Wizard first. I don't know why I put that there. Oh yeah, this character can actually ring swap. Oh. Hopefully we get the ring swap button soon. Kinda lazy to ring swap. Especially on like my mules. Let's prep some strings here. While I catch strings, I can ring swap. Uh-oh. I was gonna prep for burst, but I don't want to die out randomly. Ooh, I forgot the Jenny. That would have been bad if I got caught. Uh-oh. Oh. I can might as well ring swap here. You gain 10 FD? What do you mean gain 10 FD? You should already have the FD. You're a cannon master. What are you gaining? Talking about cheese? Alright, mate. Not the cheese rind. Can't swap in Lotus? Sure you can. If I can swap in Lotus, you can swap in Lotus. You are surely a better cannon master than I am. Unironically. Oi. There's a lot of stuff on the floor there. Look, if I can ring swap and I'm in annihilation mode like 90% of the time, I'm sure you can ring swap. Even though I soloed X Lotus yesterday, I'm a little bit embarrassed to share the run because people are just going to be like, yo, why are you in annihilation mode like most of the fight? Like, what am I supposed to tell people? They're just going to see as excuses. It kind of is. But it's true. I'm just so used to playing with a Lin, I can't help but just like stand still. Have I done afterlands on this character? I have actually. Which is a little bit surprising. Oh wait! What? I haven't? Jump scare. Wait. Oh. Don't worry, Afterland stream is happening tomorrow. Because like, I went through and did like Afterlands on 5 different characters last time. I thought this was one of... Oh no, that was that before the jump? Oh, it would have been before the world leap. Oh, that would make sense. Because I went... Dude, I'm pretty sure my blaster has Afterland totems. Like, why does this character not have it? That would make a lot of sense. Okay. Well, I guess we know what we're doing tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, while we're waiting for the patch notes and for the patch itself, just gonna be doing Afterlands and a bunch of random characters. It's gonna happen. It's happening. The cursed Afterland stream. Ren released tomorrow? The day after, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is just patch notes. Oh, I didn't ring swap into raw. No. It's too late. It's cooked. Well, at least I don't need to ring swap for my mini burst. It's not paying attention. Willingly. This is not willingly. It's because of the sub goal. I have to go do the Afterlands anyway. Because you guys got it there. Nobody would ever do the Afterlands willingly. Holy, what is this? Okay. It jump scared me, that a notification. I have not heard that one in a while. Thank you for the gifted sub, Pash. It scared the crap out of me.
Rotate activated for.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Time to rotate. Okay, how loud was that notification for everybody? Do I need to adjust it? Do I need to go into the settings? Might have to.
Rotate activated for 3 seconds.
Hello, Pecco. Nice rotate. In the middle of my stationary burst. W point usage. Let's go. Uh oh, I got caught by a string. Uh oh. Okay, that was karma.
Blackout activated for.
That was straight karma. This is why I'm always. This is why I have to be nice to Pecco. Otherwise, that happens. 10% lower. All right, I can lower it. It was quite loud. Actually, jump scared me. Uh oh. Sub-notified jump scare? Yeah, let me fix that right now. Because yeah, it is quite loud. Like if people actually gift subs, I would rather everyone not get jump scared like I did. Oh, another weapon box. Some of my mules are going to be eating good. Okay. Let's go Gloom. I appreciate the gifted sub though. Pardon me. It's already on 4%. I'll lower it down even more. They're all very low, actually. I blame Melvin for this. It was that one time that he gifted like bits or something like that for the first time. Like nobody had ever gifted bits before. And it just was so loud. That was crazy. Now Melvin, remember the first time you gifted like 100 bits or something and it just like... It was at 110% volume or something instead of 1? It was so loud. It was so loud. You're bug testing, you're limit testing my everybody's ears. I've never seen the chat so like enraged about like a random notification. Now that was on me though. I should have known better. But then again, nobody has ever like donated bits. It's when I found out that different bit amount donations have different sound levels. Okay, look, I left 100k bits as max volume, I think. I don't even know how much money that is, but it doesn't sound like it's not cheap. Don't test that though. I'm not 100% sure. How much is 100k bits? It's like $1,000, right? I don't know what the conversion is. Is it 1 bit per cent or is it 10 bits per cent? No idea. It's 1-to-1. So 10,000 would be... Oh, it's $100. That's still a lot. Oh my god, I got hit by the stupid thing. Minus 100% FD. Uh-oh. Time to swap back to raw. Remember to swap this time. Congrats on ET. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the sub. I lowered the sound of the sub a little bit. That was definitely a lot more gentle on the ears. Appreciate it, McCakes. Hello, Jun. How you doing? I am just going through some weeklies right now. Uh-oh. Oh, this is the wrong bossing mode. All good. W feature testing. Yeah. That volume was way nicer. The other one actually jump scared me. Ready for double maintenance. We'll see. We'll see. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. I know not everybody is hopeful as I am, but please no. Yeah. I would really like the game to be up. Oh god. Oh no. Whoa, 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 whoa. Uh-oh. Yeah, congrats on 4-set. 4-set superior is always nice. Okay with compensation boxes? Depends on what's in it. Does the direction of the balls matter? You see it upwards a lot? It's more of a habit than anything, but this one, you see the one that's like goes up and then back? That one is actually, depending on the boss, it can hit more often if the hitbox is big. Most of the time, it doesn't really matter because the hitboxes of a lot of bosses are small. But the big ones like Gloom, if you shoot it up, they also hit on the return for some of the skills. Makes it a lot easier to get more damage in. But usually it doesn't really matter. At this point, for me, it's definitely more of a habit. Because there's a lot of bosses that are, like, quite tall. This boss being one of them. Another one's like the culvert boss. That one's also pretty tall. But oftentimes you're just angling it so then you can hit the boss when it's like out of range, basically. Most of the time. Oh! Landed right in the middle of that. Unlucky. But yeah, honestly, a lot of it is just habit for me. You definitely don't need to shoot it up. What is that? What is that emote? What the heck? Yo, what is this hype train banner that's on my screen? One gifted sub. Suddenly Twitch gets excited. No, so close. Oh my god. Thank you, Melvin, for the 5 gifted. W limit testing. That is a very pleasant sound in my ears. It's not so egregious anymore. Wait a minute. You just gave a bunch of people more points. Yo, hold up. Yeah, wait. That's not a good thing for me. Orbital Inferno can only hit twice per enemy now. This one? Ah. Okay, so I guess you don't have to angle it. It's completely habit now. Okay, I was wondering why it was taking a long time to break. I was like, did I DC? Yesterday has put like the fear of God in me. The first thing I thought of was like, it wasn't even a pitch boss drop, I thought I DC'd. Oh my god. Burrito fillings. You know, honestly, I don't eat burritos very often because I don't really like beans. Because the beans texture is like kind of chalky for me. Not my preference. I actually don't really eat a lot of Mexican food because like beans is it's a key ingredient, I feel. It's a very core ingredient. I mean, you can have stuff that doesn't have beans, but I don't want to go to a Mexican restaurant, order something and be like, I don't want beans in it. That just feels embarrassing. I feel like that's the equivalent of going to like an Asian restaurant and then ordering something and asking for no rice. Just feels wrong. I think I'd rather just eat something else rather than say something like that. So yeah, I don't have any input unfortunately on burrito fillings. It's just not something I eat very often. Every once in a while I'll eat Mexican food with my friends, but it would be like I would try to find things on the menu that don't have beans in it. Rather than going through the hassle of asking them to change my order. I hate doing that now. I used to do that a lot more when I was younger, but now I just like... I'll just pick something else to eat. And if they don't have anything that like perfectly suits my palate, I'll just cop it. I'll just eat the beans. It's like whatever. It's not the worst thing in the world for me. I just prefer to have it without is all. Noodles, bread, rice. For me, in terms of carbs, rice is on the top of the list. This is the comfort staple for me, or carb for me. They're all good though. We like carbs. Oh, uh-oh. Almost died. Did I lose door already? Oh my god, I lost door already. Uh-oh. Understand from name. I'm pretty sure he also works in a bakery, right? I'm pretty sure he mentioned that he bakes bread for a living. You make bread for a living? Yeah, there, see? The guy likes his bread. I feel like if you work making bread for a living, you gotta really appreciate bread. Anybody who bakes for fun or for a living, they are like, to me, built different. I've tried helping my wife make bread, just watching her try to make bread, and it's a whole process. I'm like, this is not easy. Good bread is not easy to make. Makes you appreciate like proper bread. You know, I actually had white bread, like proper good white bread for the first time, like maybe a month ago. And it was like worlds apart from like the cheapo white bread that you can buy in the supermarket. I did not realize there was like such an obvious distinction. Oh my god, I just got bopped. Yeah. It's like when you have like good anything, you know what I mean? Like there is always going to be a difference in quality when it comes to these sorts of stuff. There's like levels to it, right? Man, suddenly you want bread. Alright, here's another question. What is your guys' preferred like rice? Everybody who has eaten rice has a preference typically on like what kind of grain they like. For me, I will always pick jasmine rice because that's what I grew up with. For me, it's got to be jasmine rice. Oh. Depending on the food, sometimes basmati rice is fine. But it really depends on like what I'm eating. But I typically will like always eat jasmine rice if I had the choice. Oh my god, I just died twice. Like instantly. If you say brown rice, your opinion is invalid. Holy. Melvin's going out swinging. Short multigrain sticky. Oh no! My origin carried over, almost blew up the box. It didn't matter anyway, all good. You have any new videos planned dropping soon? Yeah, once the Challenger World drops, I'll be making a lot of videos on my Ren. Because that will be the class I'll be making in Challenger World, and I'll be, I guess, documenting my progress there. I'm really keen to see how far I can take the character, and it'll be fun to play in a new world. And then maybe I'll put in some videos in between of like showcasing some characters on my account that already exist. Something like that. Okay, 11 minutes. I'll do Lotus and Damien. Can't wait to chaos me. How are you gonna find me? This guy's just assuming I'm gonna be on his buddy list for him to find me. I should just blur out my IGN for every single video. Oh, actually, no, that'd be too hard, because the name's like right underneath my character. I do not have the editing skills to do that. Will Ren be doing solo prog? Yeah, it'll be doing solo prog. He can't chaos me. Stream died or your internet? Please tell me that it's not the stream. I'm still connected. You got hit by every single chain. Holy. Freezes once in a while. You see V Healer on it. What the heck? What's wrong with the Twitch one? What's wrong with my Twitch stream? Alright, how did you get down there? I was there for like 2 seconds. Stupid Lotus. Oh. It's gonna FMA probably. Yup. I know your tricks, Lotus. Nice. Let's see. drops. Will we get anything? Actually, you don't really want a Zerk on this character because it already has one. I mean, black hearts are always welcome. Now that I don't need to pop them on my main anymore, it's nice to be able to randomly use them if I need to do like a black mage run possibly. Like, maybe I can do black mage runs towards the end of the month, and any characters that are struggling I can pop a black heart on. Ooh, 40 seconds. I can do like a catchy. Minus 4 mil combat power on the DA. Yeah, rip burning gear. The burning gear is quite good, isn't it? It's very, very good for how straightforward it is to get. What are you guys most looking forward to in the next patch? Like, I know a lot of people are very excited for Ren, specifically because it's a new class. I'm looking forward to so many things, actually. The concept of pity, I'm interested to see what they do with that. Fam revamp, no cooldowns on entry, so you can actually like burst bosses and get through it. Your brand new ET. Passive infinity. You know what? Kind of valid. I think like the most recent version of infinity is like kind of juiced, no? Coping on shared cash shop? Surely. Surely. I'm a believer. Hello, Din. Welcome. How you doing? I think the people who benefit the most from like the no cooldown entry for like bosses are those who have like really strong origins. Oh, my battle mage is gonna have a field day doing the bosses. Just go in, origin burst, go in, origin burst. Holy. Actually juicing. Oh. Just chill day? Yeah, same. Just kind of going through my weekly bosses right now. Finish all your weeklies in one Wild Hunter pot. What a prospect. Yeah, actually Cannon Master is doing pretty well. When they did the, you know that little DPM chart that's been going around? Cannon Master is like right in the middle. And I think all the comments about that have been, what? Why is Cannon Master in the middle? Isn't that class bad? And that's like what all the Cannon Masters are saying too. It's like, wait, isn't our class meant to be bad? Why are we in the middle? Are people sandbagging or are we just good? Thoughts? Honestly, it's probably a mix of both. This guy. Excited for Challenger World? I am definitely excited for Challenger World. It looks like so much fun. The concept of just like playing in a new world. I mean, that's why I moved to Hyperion in the first place. How to not get FOMO day zero. Well, I'm not even, I don't care about day zero. That's my approach to it. Can't have FOMO about it if you don't respect it at all. If you guys want to do like day zero stuff, then by all means, but I will not even care about it. Even if I could load into the game before reset, I'm not gonna fuss about it. I don't care. I'm just not gonna think about it. I'm not racing to like be a first clearer. I don't really care about like min-maxing literally everything. Day 0 min-max is too painful. Can't have FOMO if you don't wake up for it. Valid. By the time the maintenance ends, I might have woken up. Do you know what's actually funny? Every major update, I've like stayed in bed. Because like it would finish patching at like, let's say, 8 AM for me. Something like that. And then I'll just open Reddit and open my Discord just to have a look around, and half the time it's like, oh, extended maintenance, just go back to sleep. Although there was this one patch where I said as a joke into the Discord, okay, I'll get out of bed and turn on the server for us. And then within like 5 minutes of me saying that, the servers actually came back up. So maybe Nexon knows. Maybe I'm the hamster in the little server wheel. Am I in my damage gear? Looks about right. Your first place CRA clear. Honestly, for day 0, there's not that many things that you can like do to really get ahead of people. Like, let's actually think about it. Like, what can you actually do that genuinely puts you ahead of people? Like, I'm being like not being sarcastic or anything. Like, what actually could you do in, let's say, how many hours does it open before, according to the patch notes? Like 2 hours? 2-3 hours before the server thing? Let's say, like, hypothetically speaking, you got into the game the moment that the server's up, right? So, like, the moment that maintenance finishes according to the time that they gave us, and you went in, like, what could you actually achieve realistically in that time to get ahead of people? Buy a MapleCon code for rewards. Yeah, but the MapleCon rewards, let's say, like, you can use them. You don't have to use them, like, on day 0. Like, Golix, right? Could you even clear Golix within the first 2 hours? Golix is kind of tanky. It's like, it's the same level as, like, normal Lotus, normal Damien. Like, you'd have to solo normal Lotus, normal Damien to be able to clear Golix. Would you even have enough time to get strong enough to clear Golix? Pinot secondary, yeah, but you have to do the pre-quest though. The pre-quest is like already an hour long. You're spending like half of your day 0 time on doing a Pinot pre-quest. Just to get your secondary that's like 3 stat higher than the other secondary. Like, I know I'm playing like mostly devil's advocate here, but I'm actually kind of curious to see like if it actually makes that much of a difference. I feel like if you did Pinot day 0, you're kind of trolling. It just doesn't seem right. The one of the changes that made it skippable. Oh, that's good. Skippable would be nice. Because, like, the last Challenger World, a lot of people were complaining about how, like, you couldn't skip it. And and it was just, like, everybody fighting in the tiny instanced areas with, like, barely any mobs. That is cringe. Yeah, cause like, the main thing that I can see as a benefit for doing day 0 stuff is that you level up faster, right? But at the end of the day, when it comes to leveling up, the person that's gonna win the leveling up race is the guy that's gonna do 12 to 14 hours a day at 280 plus. That guy is going to be the server rank 1. Not the guy that got to 260 first. Unless it's the same person. like genuinely. I feel like the only main benefit is like if you can somehow clear Golix within the first 3 hours, then you're 30 coins ahead of people, maybe. Unless you get really lucky and you hit like a sub drop. But sub drops are like, you kind of get them eventually, and worst case you can buy them. So like you're not really that ahead of people. Somebody saved 860 bill for the Ren. 860 bill. That's crazy. $860 is a crazy amount of money. Yeah, I'm not too fussed about the symbols personally because it's like, it's got a cap, right? At some point you max out your symbols. So getting 1 extra day's worth in is like kind of whatever. Unless they're changing the weekly reset, like you said. Because I think at some point, I don't know if it's this patch or another patch, but there was one where they changed it so everything reset on like boss reset. Is that this one? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Ah, all that for nothing. All that fancy footwork just to jump back into the dragon anyway. Okay. Come on. Give me a ring box for a raw 4, please. Okay, do I have my burst up soon? Not really. Let's go to CRA. It was a symbol patch? Solo Akechi for 1 MVP. Dude, the 1 MVP is gonna add up. Could get Dom Pennant. Yeah, valid. But with all these things though, you are definitely more limited by your meso than anything else. I feel like if you got drops early, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. You also have to kind of get lucky with the drops if you decide to like push items far. Getting lucky is the hard part. When you go about making a second Legion champion, where's the best route? You can just play whatever, but I don't want to halter your main too much. The way that I approach making secondary characters is that I like to funnel resources that I don't need on my main. So the earliest point where I would recommend a lot of people make their first kind of boss mules is when your main doesn't need to do, doesn't need nodes for the most part, for example. If you don't need nodes, then you can funnel those onto your mule. And then at some point, your main hits like a threshold where your gains become a lot more expensive, right? Let's say your main gets to a point where everything is 21 star, and then your push from 21 to 22 is very expensive, right? Because you're often waiting for spares, you're often waiting for just money to build up, and then let's say you have an event coming up and you have maybe 10 bill because you decide to do stuff, and you don't have that much money. In that situation, that 10 bill realistically won't get you to 22 unless you get lucky. So instead of using that 10 bill to gamble on your main, you could put it towards your mule. It's those sorts of situations where like you kind of pick what you're working on and yeah. Just basically like there will be times where you don't feel like making gains on your main is like that reliable. It's okay to just take advantage of random events to like work on your mule. Or you can just like set aside a certain amount of money for your mule in the first place when the events come around. It's hard. To be honest, it's hard to like to split your money across multiple characters. That's why I like say if you reach like a certain like threshold where making the upgrades is a little bit more difficult, then you might be inclined to spend a little bit less money, but you'll definitely make a lot of gains on your mules. Like 10 bill goes a long way on a fresh character, for example. You can get everything to 17 star with 10 bill. I'd say there's not really an easy answer for this. You will be sacrificing like resources from your main. It's just a matter of like when do you want to sacrifice the resources for your main. "21 CRA, 19 Arcanes is cheap, H Seren." Yeah, but then cheap, I wouldn't say it's cheap. It's very linear, but it's not cheap, I'd say. There are people who don't even have that on their mains, let alone on a mule. It's not easy. Cheap in quotations, yup. Yeah, it's hard to like have a proper plan around these sorts of things. Spending on mules is never easy. I don't think anyone has like a clear plan on what they're doing when it comes to spending on mules. And I just died in slime. W Gamer. Oh, thank you for the Prime sub. Oh wait, you converted from a Prime to tier 1. Thank you. Converting from YouTube to Twitch, that's fair. Oh, thank you for the 17 months, JH. I have not seen an ET from since you started to become a member. You don't know that. It could be next week. Oh! Landed perfectly on top of him. Okay. I have no idea where my shot went, it just went to the moon. Oh. Did I hit anything? Nope. Nothing. This week is appropriately dry. 'Cause, I've been getting a little bit too many things over the last couple of weeks, so it's about time. The only drop I think I got this week, wait, was like a Blackheart from X Lotus, right? Wait, did I get a belt this week? Or was that last week? I feel like that was last week. I don't remember. I got some belts at some point. I don't remember if it was last week or this week. Oh, thank you, Frosty, for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Alright, let's go all the way to the bottom. Do I lose Discord to the channel we never use? Yeah, probably. That's just like set up automatically. Do you know what the LA MapleCon gift box contains? I have no idea. It's just an outfit? Oh, is that the one where like we can't open it yet? Oh my god, I just pressed all of my buffs for no reason. Oh good. That was disappointing. I don't know why I bound. Now my buying is going to be equally late on the next burst. Okay, surely I can just get out of this fight though. I have burn rent tomorrow? In like 2 days, yeah. I don't think it's tomorrow. Tomorrow's the maintenance. But yeah, I understand though. I knew what you mean. We're just all excited, you know? We want it to be tomorrow. Okay, nice. Just need to do will now. Swap to drop. Ring box, raw fall. Alright, the other ring, it's all good. This character has a surprising amount of Dom pendants. Really hope you get a book? What? Why? Why do you want me to get a book, huh? Because it'd be the third one I get? This character has 3 rune force shields for some reason. You know why. Oh, okay. Alright. That was my first slime fountain. Needs a red book. Alright. If I get a book this run, I'll pick a red book. If I get a book. I would rather a red ring box though. Where's the yellow? There it is. You're playing Ho Young, you're gonna be so bad, can't wait to learn it. Ah, that's part of the fun though. That's part of the fun. It's not about being good at your class, it's about trying to figure it out. There aren't that many people who are instantly good at their class. I think the only person I know that was like instantly good at their class was JH. Man, when I saw that guy play his Demon Slayer for the first time, I was so inspired. Did I get wheeled or something? What are you talking about? the young guy. Did you get wheeled? I feel like Frosty said that he was gonna play Ho Young a while ago, and now this is like the perfect time to pick it up. Was that supposed to mean? What do you mean? You're an inspirational player. Yeah. What class did I struggle the most with? In terms of learning how to play the class, I think the one that was the hardest was probably Xenon. Because the beam dance adds a lot of damage to the burst. And you can only practice that technically once every 3 minutes. So until I learned how to beam dance while using the blaster, it was kind of struggle town. I still miss it every once in a while. I say after that, Corsair I had a... Well, to be fair, Corsair was the class that had such a weird learning curve. I job changed it into a Cannon Master, so can't really say the same thing about some other classes. I struggled with Bishop, but that was because I was like trying to learn how to play it solo and learn how to infinity stack properly, and that was a whole hassle. And I didn't want to learn how to do that. My DA in Root Abyss? Nah, I wouldn't say that. That was a very specific struggle. After I got out of CRAs, the Demon Avenger got a lot easier. Still remember the Blaster. You know, surprisingly, I did not struggle on the Blaster as much as I expected. Wait a minute, where'd it go? It ruined my life for 2 months. It ate a black heart, and then got replaced. Honestly, there was a better chance that I was going to play it more if it wasn't for the Kronos World Leap. Because I didn't have that many boss mules at the time. Because I was still working on my Pathfinder. So, low-key, I was kind of planning on working on the Blaster, and then the World Leap happened. What happened to the Bowmaster and the Wheel? That universal rejection force, you know? I just couldn't do it. In all seriousness, how much do you guys actually want to see me play a Bowmaster? I know that we rolled it on the wheel, so I understand that this is something in the backlog that should be completed at some point. But how many of you guys actually want to see me play Bowmaster? Be real here. Other than JH. JH's opinion doesn't count here because he's biased as hell. Look, JH, if you could sign a petition with like at least 30 people in this chat, then maybe I can consider it. Look, nobody wants to see me play Bowmaster. I did this, it was for the greater good. Everybody would rather me play something else. You can sequence the summon. Yeah, the newer version of Corsair is a lot more beginner friendly. That's for sure. The current version, or at least the version that I originally played, was not as beginner friendly. There was so many things that were like you had to keep track of. It's a lot of things to keep track of. It's good class though. Good class. Just more complicated at the moment than it needs to be. That's for sure. If you want to play like a straightforward class, Corsair is not the pick. Not at the moment, at least. Oh. Rotated. Oh. The world doesn't need more Bowmaster content. JH would like a word against that. No book. Unlucky, Tilda. No book for you today. No red book. Okay, all done here. The firing orders thing is so annoying. I cannot wait for them to remove that. I think out of all the things about Corsair, the firing orders is like the worst part of it. I honestly think that that skill should have just been like tracked on top of you at all points. Like para-targeting already is like such a pointless skill. Because it's pointless to the point where like you just have to... It's 100% uptime. Like it doesn't even go away. Like as long as you mark it the first time, it stays on the boss. It's so pointless to have it as a skill. So I'm glad that they're making it passive. But firing orders really should have been designed to like follow where your character is. Kind of like how Scurvy is. At least the bossing version of it. Alright. Only have a few more bosses to go. I just need to do my Cannon Masters bosses. Just add another level where it targets the marked area over everything, then bombard. Use para-targeting to put firing orders at max range. Yeah, I guess you could, but at the same time, like, how often are you actually so far away from the boss that you can't just walk up to the boss and para-target? Or like, to just firing orders around it? You know what I mean? It's just like, there's an unnecessary detail. I feel like it should just like follow the boss around. It really feels like an unnecessary detail for the class. Let's set up our fams. Oh, that's not the right fam. This one. Oh, I rolled the dice the wrong number. I wonder if I can roll the dice again anyway. Because sometimes it's just a Cannon Master thing, I think. Where's my roll the dice? Nope. No, it's on cooldown. Just gonna wait a little bit longer here. Wait for my origin to come back up. Do you not like Corsairs much now? No, I think Corsairs are a good class. I'm just saying that it's got a bit of a learning curve. It definitely has a lot of like possible quality of life upgrades that I think would help a lot for the class to make it just feel better. There's a lot of like unnecessary details, but I think the class is fine. It feels pretty strong. Yeah. I don't hate the class or anything like that. I don't hate the fact that it has summons. It's more like there are like small details within it that is not that fun to do. Uh-oh. Spawn summons attacks periodically. I think they are actually doing something similar to that, which is kind of funny. Can you go and vote on the poll? This guy is doing a Bowmaster petition. It's not happening, dude. It's not gonna happen. It was for the greater good that I'm not playing Bowmaster. There are enough people playing Bowmaster. I don't need to be involved in this class. Yep. What the heck? Pap mark. This is a random pap mark, alright. Is my crit rate 100%? Alright, it is. Theoretically number one. Is it actually? Put all the classes on a wheel and engage your Night Lord. Does that bring you happiness or disappointment? Honestly, Night Lord's kind of a cool class. Now there's a 2-minute class. Kind of like the idea of it. Mashon is great for you discovering new quirks about your class that next one adds patch to patch without telling you. It's kind of true. I didn't know about like the desync until I saw somebody else run the character in like X Lotus. I think it was Z-Beck. She was running her Moshuan through X Lotus, and apparently the cooldowns are like they slowly get longer and longer, or something like that. That's a crazy thing to have on a class. Crashing every burst. There was one skill that was crashing if you used it in the air for a bit. I don't remember which one it was, but it definitely existed. Alright, I have a slight issue with the pacing that I'm doing this at the moment. Because I'm doing everything inside one roll now. Can I just do one rocket? Nope, I need to do two. That is tragic. Desync all the bursts to spread out the damage. Dude, what if you got like a cooldown hat, max shuriken, and then just like did that the whole time? No, I don't want a ring box. No, this character. You have the cooldown hat? You talking about me? Like this character? Yeah, my Cannon Master does have a cooldown hat. You have 30 seconds left. I'll just do Vellum. I run a 2-second cooldown hat. What'd you miss? Nothing. I'm just doing some weeklies. Just a little bit of weeklies. Yo, this character can almost do all the main weeklies in like one Wild Hunter pot already. That's pretty nice. Oh, I should have done weapon jump actually. Oh! I accidentally pressed too many buttons. Oh, that was a bit disappointing. No, I shot my rolling rainbow. For no reason. Oh, hell nah. Yeah, to line up with the platform. Oh, that was rude. Stop the drop. What's this? Is that an armor box I saw? And I hope that these boxes are tradable post-patch. We have a few of them I can move around. Would be nice. I need to wait for my roll to come back up. Let's go Akechi. How many people have actually voted on the poll, JH? This guy ping everybody? There's no way, right? No. He did not ping everyone. Thank God, he just tagged me. 8 out of 30, we're almost there. That's crazy. This guy. If Ren is one of your options, you should make it. Ren is a good class. I can't wait for the day that I can one burst slime. Just origin burst and I'm out. I don't think I can do that yet. Oh. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. It's getting pretty close. Oh, actually, yeah, that sort of counts, actually. I say that counts. Huh, I didn't think I could do that much damage. The last time, I feel like I had to do like my minutes after this. What else we have left? We got Will, and I'm still holding Seren. Let me double check. Am I still carrying somebody for Seren? Just need to make sure I don't grief somebody out of the Seren carry. What I want... Oh, what am I playing for Challenger? Well, I'll be playing Ren. Just like everybody else. I wanted to play the new class when it gets released for the first time. Usually I don't do that because, honestly, the thing that scares me and puts me off classes is the story. I hate making new classes because of the story. But I'll put it aside for this time. You can skip the story for Ren? We have to skip the story next update. Oh, that's sad. I haven't made a seer for that exact reason, and that's why I put off playing Moshuan for the longest time. For all... Next patch? Are you talking about the one that's coming up or the one after? Coming up. Really? You can skip the storyline. You know what? That's good news for me, because I am not a story enjoyer. Not for the beginning. I don't mind running like the story for the new areas, because like the lore for Grandis and stuff like that, I don't mind reading it. But for when it comes to like the story of the new classes and stuff, I'm kind of lazy. Like, sometimes I read the story. Like, I read the story and lore for Grandis because... Actually, at the time, when I hit 260 for the first time and it was on the release of Cernium, I read it all, including, like, all the areas afterwards. Because I was thinking to myself, well, I'm never getting back here. Might as well read the story, just so then I can know about it. That's what I figured, at least, at the time. So I did actually read most of the Grandis stories. They said you can skip any prequest for area job in Challenge World 2 regardless of main prog. Really? That is a pleasant surprise. I was not aware of this. That's great for people like me. Yeah, Ren has nice animations. Agreed. It's very, very aesthetic. Being nice to new people. To be fair, I think that's like kind of needed. The story should never have been mandatory, just because, specifically of the Explorer starting quests. I think that puts so many people off. Just the existence of the Explorer story quest, the 1 to 30 story where you just interact the whole time, that should not be a thing, man. People should not be jailed in that. If nothing else. Okay, is that all the bosses on this character? Yep. I just need to carry somebody's Seren, and Carling is tonight. Easy. Nice. Put this away. What the? I didn't put my money away on my previous character. Which one was it? This Blaze Wizard. You know, actually, one of the longest storylines I did was the Shades one. Dude, the Shades one. Do you guys remember that video? I made a video a while ago during like the remaster where you could hyperburn a Shade or an Aran. So I chose Shade, and I had like a lot of resources to get the Shade to 260 within like one sitting. And it took me about 4 or 5 hours to get to 260, which is pretty good. Like it was pretty fast, right? But I'm pretty sure the first, I want to say the first hour was me going from level 1 to 30. Like I actually think that 1 to 30 took me an hour to go through from just the story. You're just going back and forth between like 5 maps. You can't teleport between them. You have to walk, and you're talking to a bunch of NPCs, and then there's a bunch of animations that play out that you can't skip. Your whole hour, 1 to 30. And then like the next 3 hours was all the way to 260. Kinda crazy. Alright, let's check. I have N Carlos to do. Oh, I hate Carlos so much. It's time. Alright, just gotta power through. Just don't think about it too much. Just raw dog 25 strawberry farm tickets. Holy, that's a lot of strawberry farm that you just did. I honestly should have checked if I've done all of my level 3 links. I might not have also done those. Probably should have checked. No, duo and cast with your Lin. But my my grindstone. My copium grindstone. I want to be a raw 5 warlord. It needs help? No, I don't need help. I just hate Carlos because P2 is a menace. Especially P2, like 2-2 onwards is when like Carlos gets really difficult because your screen starts turning off and then your character starts going upside down. That's usually when like I have trouble with the boss. I don't know how people play this boss, honestly. I don't understand. Like, do you guys not get disoriented?
Rotate activated for 1 second.
Oh, I got scammed. I did not hit that at all. I did not hit that either. Oh my god. It's okay. Thankfully, it's just normal. I hit one of the two. I just realized I didn't pop a Wild Hunter potion. Oh my god, I have no serums. Oh, I did not hit. I lost door. Oh man, I lost door. I lost track of my fountain. God. It's all good. I'm not crying, you are. Alright, good night, Posh.
1 second.
Peak P1 gameplay. Yeah, it's very questionable P1 gameplay. I guess that's what you guys want to see, though. I'm just not gonna ring swap. Make it easy on myself. Oh no. It's so strong now. It's about 300 mil combat power. Hello, Baron. Oi! Oh, what? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, my ult is just about to run out in the middle of this as well. That's so sad. Oh!
Blackout activated for 3 seconds.
Oh, hell no! Oh, no, 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 don't do it! Oh, no, I saw that animation a mile away. What a blackout. That blackout was actually insane value. That is cursed. This guy blacked out. He blacked me out and he crashed my game. He crashed me. That is insane, actually. Are we back? Are we back? Oh, this is why I hate Carlos. I can't clear it fast enough for me to like to not have these dumb things happen. My Twitch stream died? Yeah, I restarted it just then. The blackout connection is insane, dude. Oh well. Unreal. God, every time. Why is it always Carlos? It's always Carlos. Does Greed Pendant go over item drop caps? No. Pull the cord? Pretty much. Thinking from the point, if I have 200% drop, I can Berserk and no swap. Well, do we know for a fact if the drop rate from the Greed Pendant also goes towards like the 400%? Because there is probably an argument if it does count towards the 400% to like just use that, because it's cheaper than getting 400 drop, or like 200 drop rather. But realistically, if you wanted to play a character and farm with it like efficiently, you don't want to use a Greed Pendant just because it's weak. That's usually like the main reason why people encourage you not to work on the Greed Pendant. But if it's like in the early stages of your game and you don't have that many items that you can actually put like item drop on and stuff like that. Because I'm thinking in the very early stages, realistically, you're using a Mechanator pendant plus like maybe a Horntail pendant. Let's be real, the difference between a Horntail pendant and a Greed pendant is pretty minimal. And I think you can feel okay just using a Greed pendant in that situation as drop Meso gear. It's fine. But later on, you do definitely want to have like proper drop Meso gear that can be Star Force past 17 ideally. That you can put like, you can put hybrid lines and stuff on. Oh god, my internet is so choppy right now. I see it. I see it dying. I'll attempt Carlos later. It's cooked. No, I don't want to attempt Carlos. My Origin's on cooldown for 3 minutes. I'll do it later. Alright. Let's go use some of these flames. You can enter with Wild Hunter pot this time. Yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm good, man. Right. When am I Xenon? Because I think my Xenon's got the worst Jenny weapon. I have a few of these black flames I can use. No, that would have been nice. Okay, one day I'll hit tier 6 and 10%. Okay. So I think all I really have left are some random Seren runs. I guess now, let's just do some dailies and stuff. Wouldn't hybrid a Greed pendant? I think if you hybrid a Greed pendant, it tends to be by accident. Like, just typically speaking, like a rule of thumb for hybrids is that you want to put hybrids on like good gear. Because it's really annoying to roll for hybrids in general. So ideally, whatever you roll, hopefully it's like a semi-permanent, if not fully permanent item. Like getting a hybrid on like a Horntail ring doesn't feel that good. Because eventually you're going to try to replace it with better gear so you can farm in later areas. But yeah. Hybrids are event rings, Dom Pendants, and KT. I think those are fine. Like, those will last you a while. That's why I say, like, semi-permanent gear is okay, too. Like, if you hit them on your event rings, it's, like, pretty close to some of the better rings you can use. There's not that many people until quite later where you will have, like, spare Carnage treasures that you will push, or spare slime rings. And the event rings will last you a pretty long time. In terms of rings, you actually don't really have that many choices. So, I think it's fine. It's more of like the other accessories, like the face and eye accessories. Like ideally you don't hybrid like a Zakum accessory. Or you don't hybrid a Mechanator pendant. Like that's when it's like, it kind of feels bad. But for rings, yeah, honestly, you don't have that many options. It's okay to use the event rings and hybrid them. It's fine. KT is fine too, of course. Meisters, they're all good, because even if you hit them early, you can always, like, Star Force it later. But yeah, you definitely want to, like, work on and hybrid things that you can Star Force past 17. You went into Punch King with your loot preset? Guess you're waiting 6 minutes and doing it again. I'm so scared now. Whenever the mobs start walking funny, I think I DC. Oh, please. Not asking for much. I just want my internet to be stable. Yeah, look at this guy go. Is this a Mercedes? Look at him go. I can't even click him. Pet illusion rings, dude. The pet illusion rings were great. Can't wait for Monster Park maps in Maine to get to 290 faster. 16%. So close yet so far. $290 mule? Dude, that's how I feel right now with this character. My Cannon Master is definitely a 286 mule. Did I get a hailstorm in my area? Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. It was like raining heavily though throughout the day. So got some winter weather here in summer or spring. It's all nice and sunny outside like it never happened though. Just classic Melbourne things. One of my friends who moved over to Melbourne from Singapore, he's been here for like, I want to say like a little bit over 6 months now. And one of the complaints that he had regarding Melbourne was like he didn't expect to experience all 4 seasons in like the span of 24 hours. I think that's a pretty accurate like accurate description of the weather here sometimes. It really does feel like you go through pretty much all the seasons in one day. It's so sporadic. Is that even the right word to use? It's not consistent at all. Yeah, I live in Melbourne. Yo, we're back guys. 26 bill. We're cooking. We're saving. I'm doing it. Do I have any more boosters? I'm too scared to pop boosters actually at the moment. Well, those 4 seasons this month? Yeah, dude. It's usually when spring and autumn are around. That's when like the seasons get like pretty confused. Okay, sell 3 more crystals. Let's do these real quick. Every time, man. Oh my god. Not again. Why? The moment I enter a boss. Oh, what can you do though? What can I do? My career is over. I wonder what's actually happening. It's so frustrating. Well. Anyway, at least I finished most of my stuff. Ah, man. That's so frustrating. Thank you, ISP is crazy, dude. Well, I probably need to find out what's going on. Am I in the CBD? No, I live in the middle of nowhere in Melbourne. It's so annoying. It like cuts out for 5 seconds, but that's enough for the game to crash. And then I just spend like 10 minutes loading the game up again. Yeah. Oh, if this is gonna happen a little bit more consistently, I think I might have to actually end my stream here, because otherwise it's just gonna be me loading the game back and forth a bunch of times. Well, at the very least, got most of my weeklies in, if not all of them. Might actually have to call it though, because yeah, I should probably try to find out what's going on here at least we have the entirety of tomorrow to try to figure it out before the update. Yeah. Did your blackout do this? Nah, Baron, it happened yesterday as well. I think it's specifically my PC. Specifically my PC. So I might like just restart it and then keep an eye on it and see if that helps. Oh, it's so annoying. You know, it's just one of those days. Sometimes your computer doesn't like it. Because I'm also having a look at my phone. And I was asking my wife earlier, like, if she was having any internet issues. It doesn't seem like it's an ISP thing. I think it's actually my computer. So, yeah. Did I get force updated to Windows 11? Nope. I'm still on Windows 10. Well, I think I will probably call it because if it's happened twice, it's gonna happen a few more times. Unfortunate. Yeah. Anyway, appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed at least the first half of the stream. Tomorrow, I will be spending at least a few hours at the beginning of the day going through the Afterlands. So if you guys are interested in seeing me be sad in the Afterlands, I do have at least some characters that don't have the totems. I know for a fact this one doesn't have one. I know the Kronos Blaze Wizard also doesn't have one. And I feel like the Kana doesn't have one. It's gonna be a long day. I'm gonna spend a few hours doing that. Well, it's finally happening. Afterland stream tomorrow. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. If you guys enjoyed the stream, please do give the stream a like. It helps me out. And yeah, I'll see you guys again tomorrow. And hopefully my internet will be more stable. Thank you guys on Twitch. I'll send you guys over. Let's see. Let's see if I can find somebody to raid before my internet crashes again. Race against time. Who do we have? Who's live? Who do we pick? Who do we pick? There's a lot of people I don't recognize. Yeah, I'll send you guys to GT. GT5. Alright. Take care, guys. If you guys stick around for the raid, you get extra points into the stream. Alright, see you guys.